Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. About to fire up some competitive HOTS NGS style. Little Nexus Division matchup between, let's see, I'm Not Trolling and Team Happy Cloud. Here's our matchup. Once again, we're going to be joined by our friend, co-caster, teammate, Jadic. What's up, Jay?
Yo, yo, happy to be here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always a pleasure to have you on the co-cast.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Should be good.
Yeah. This is an important matchup for these two teams. I'm Not Trolling and Team Happy Cloud at respective 8th and ninth place in their division, Nexus division. So both teams kind of trying to edge into the playoff matchup. And yeah, should be fun.
A nice little bubble match for us.
Yeah, I think these are two pretty evenly matched teams. So hopefully we get a good 3-game series. Right now we are just kind of waiting on the teams to let us know when they're ready. Scheduled for 8:30, but we're about 15 to 20 minutes behind because Nexus division, right? They did let me
Mm-hmm.
they did let me know ahead of time. I won't blame them for that. They forewarned us. Have a good day, Jay.
Yeah, not too bad. You know, they did tell us about the time move, but you got to add the Nexus 10 minutes on there, so it's going to be a double time move.
That is true. They haven't even told me map bans yet, coin toss, none of that good stuff. So we'll probably be starting in about 10 minutes, everybody. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Grab a drink, get comfortable. Got some, I think, good high-level HOTS for you all tonight. If you are new to the channel, my name's Last Malkier, NGS veteran caster, player. Me and Jay play on the same team. LTK, we hit objective. Steamrolling for the last few weeks. We're going to try to keep it up tomorrow night and the following night because we got back-to-back matches, which will be super fun.
Just keep the train rolling.
Oh, yes. That is indeed the plan. Oh, man. Here's a breakdown of the division currently. Nexus. You can see we got I'm Not Trolling and Team Happy Cloud. Our matchup here at 8 and 9. Best of Buddies. Been very dominant in the Nexus division. Lost one game. Quite a gap there between 3rd and 6th as well, points wise. See, a lot of these teams just kind of trying to edge in here. 8 teams will proceed to the playoffs. So
Relatively small div, too, so like everybody gets in almost.
yeah, 2 teams are left out. you hate to be those guys.
Absolutely. That's why this is so important for both teams tonight.
For sure, for sure. Hey, Jay, I put an Easter egg in my browser. I don't know if you have the stream pulled up.
I do.
I will direct you to the bookmarks bar. It might be at the end.
Yep. See it. Love it.
I had it on Drinking Bird Sucks, but I was like, that's too personal. Oh, man. Oh, man. Who do we play tomorrow, speaking of? CCS? One of the CCS?
Teams, I think, but that might be Thursday. Tomorrow night.
You said you're looking at Thursday night?
Yeah. Tomorrow night is the Spiders, and then Thursday is the Rolling Thunder game.
Rolling Thunder. I think I know who that is. Let me get a look.
They're first place in the div right now.
Oh, nice. Means we get to knock them off.
The domination of there would be huge.
I know this guy. We play Storm League together or against each other sometimes. Yo, yo, about to put you on the big screen. What's up, bruh? Put me up on that big screen. I know you got that big ass like 85-inch TV on your wall. This dude's fucking TV takes up his whole wall.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. I think I know this Grizzly 64 person as well, and B-Man. I don't know these other people, just garbage. I like that one. Who'd they play? Let's see. Um, in coin flip. Alright, I will mute, be right back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, we did our coin toss, and we will shift over to that screen. Those are the best days of my life. Alright, so Team Happy Cloud won the coin toss. Starting out strong. Did take first pick.
Welcome to the jungle.
Sorry, we got
We got
notification.
fun and games. We got everything you want. We know the name we are.
Appreciate it, Pete. So I'm Not Trolling was the first ban, and with that ban, they banned out Battlefield of Eternity. Team Happy Cloud then banned out Alterac Pass. Dragonshire was then banned out by I'm Not Trolling. And Tomb was banned out by Tomb. There it is. Banned out by Team Happy Cloud. And they did not tell me what map they were going to because they were still deciding. But in true Nexus Division fashion, they're still a few minutes late.
This is the closest I think we've seen a game of this level. So
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Oh, man. I bet you can't guess who they're waiting on. If you had to guess, who would you think?
it's not Dutch.
What's your guess? You're on the right team, I'll tell you that much.
I'm gonna
You got a
say
20% chance.
We're waiting on Brett.
No!
Wow.
Fade. Waiting on Fade. We're going to call him out.
I thought he was the captain. He should definitely be there.
I think R275 Delta is technically the captain.
All right.
Yeah. At least he was representing them in the coin toss map pick.
That's usually the captain. So
Yeah. Dude, I got queued up 3 Storm League games today.
Mm-hmm.
Game 1, got a guy by the name of what's his fucking name? Bro Pit.
Nice.
First pick, Instalogs Nova. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Does
Seems about right.
765 siege damage by the end of the game. 765. Not 1,000. 765. Like.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, Anduin out-soaked him by like 400%.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Did he at least have a lot of kills? Number one player killed.
Yeah, he had 5 kills. And we lost. I don't think we got a single structure all game. Then,
That's a
of
tough
course,
one.
I get him again in Brax's holdout. And, of course, he takes Nova. And then I get him again. 3 games in a row. 3 fucking games in a row. I get him, and he takes Nova on all-track pass. And I played Rag, and we just carried.
Well, of those 3, I feel like Nova is viable on one of them. It's only Praxis.
Yeah, but she just stood by it the whole time.
A little less viable.
No rotations. And we had a Genji. Yeah, it was a fantastic series of events. Loved it. Like, insta lose 2 games in a row. No choice.
Can't even really dodge him because it's the only gold game going at any given time.
Exactly. I waited both times in between games. I waited like 5 minutes thinking that I could dodge him. Still got him. Oh, man. Lucky me, lucky me.
That's pretty much why I stopped solo queuing. It's just, it takes way too much out of you emotionally.
Yeah, I don't really care. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me. I like solo queuing because I think it's more of a indication of your skill level. Like, yeah, you're gonna get fucked here and there, but in theory, the other team should get fucked more than you get. Doesn't always work out that way, but in theory,
you're always kind of forced into filling if you want to be the good guy.
Yeah, I get pretty lucky with not having it fill too often. And if I do, it's just a tank, and I got like 1 or 2 heroes I can somewhat play. It's like our teams are getting grouped up. Fade has appeared.
A wild fade appears.
Well, Skya is going to be game 1. Nice. It's actually surprising.
I think they're trying to set up the Li Ming.
That is a possibility. I don't like this map at all. I think this is, in the new rotation, my least favorite map.
I used to hate it, but the more I played it, I don't mind it as much.
Crimson Chin. You want to hear a really screwed up story? Have I told you the Crimson Chin story?
You have, actually. So I guess we've streamed this before.
Yeah, we've definitely we had to have casted this team before. Because that's the only reason I would ever bring that up.
Yeah, and I remember that story.
The Q chat in on the Crimson Chin. We had a girl that I went to high school with. She was super sweet. Her name started with the initials C and C for her first and last name. And she had a rather masculine chin, is a nice way to put it. And I mean, she had a fucking like jawline out of this world. It looked like old Johnny Bravo style. And and her nickname, I didn't give it to her, and I didn't call her by that. But her nickname was CC for Crimson Chin.
Love it.
Yeah.
I bet that's her.
It could, dude, what if it was? How miraculous would that be?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, no. That girl does definitely not play HOTS. Gross. You know you like you a woman with a good, strong chin, jawline. It's my my buddy from law school in here. Not where my mind went. Cleaner than expected. Hey, this is a PG-13 stream, Colin. All right,
Wholesome.
very wholesome content here. Alrighty, our teams are almost ready. We are missing one player. Actually,
Oh.
just kidding. We are missing 2 players. It's a great song. You like Soundgarden?
Love Soundgarden. That was actually one of my most regretful musician deaths. Is that Chris Cornell died before I got to see Audioslave or Soundgarden revivals or anything.
Yeah, I've been knocking off a few of my my bucket list artists here recently because that's always the concern. Never know when those fools will die.
Yep. Dimebag Darrell from Pantera was another one of mine. Yeah, and that one wasn't even him being an asshole. It just got shot.
Yeah, sometimes artists just get shot too. You know.
Yeah,
Tried
yeah.
to
That
put
one
down my
hurt.
boy 50, but he got shot 9 times and it wasn't his time.
So they say.
Oh man, yo, what about that injury last night? Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah, it was gruesome.
Oh my god, Alan, did you see that last night? Nick Chubb's knee injury. You should go watch it if you hadn't seen it. Go find the actual video of his knee just like doing this and snapping. Ugh.
It's three Monday night footballs in a row with serious injuries.
Yeah, that's a good point. It has been. Literally eating a popsicle. Who the fuck? What grown man eats a popsicle? First off, and watching Twitch on TV because wife is passed the fuck out from margaritas. Where'd you have margaritas at? Superior? Oh, dude, it was so gruesome. So gruesome. Uh, Joe, you've been in Louisiana. Have you ever been to Superior Grill, the Mexican restaurant that has like the popular margaritas?
I don't think so. Maybe let me see the logo. Maybe I did.
They're like you drink one, you're pretty buzzed. You drink two, you're just hammered. Yes, man. The heebie-jeebies.
Oh man, actually maybe. This looks really familiar.
I once watched Casa Maria. I once watched Ornery Peak in the chat drink 3 and the dude stood up and was like, maybe you drank 4 actually. I don't remember if it was 3 or 4 that time we went to Superior for like Ryan or Ben's birthday or something. And like 2 I'm absolutely plastered. And like Colin's a little bit bigger than me, but like maybe 10 or 15 pounds at the time. So pretty comparable. And dude ate, I think he drank 4 for some reason. I was like, which is an
Yeah.
inhuman amount of those margaritas.
Our usual go-to is Pat O'Brien's and just
Mhm.
getting turned on hurricanes.
Yeah, Patos is fun. Let me eat my popsicles in peace. What's up, Rob? I'm just saying, you know, there's like certain things that are reserved to kids. That's like if a grown man walks up to me drinking one of those little jugs of juice we used to drink when we were kids. You know? You know what I'm talking about, Jay?
The ones that look like barrels.
Yeah, the little barrels.
Oh,
What are
yeah.
those things called?
No friggin' idea. There was a Mondo juice or whatever, but those were the ones with those like handlebar mustache tops, and they would always cut your lips when you drank them.
Yeah. I remember those too. Nah, the fucking little barrel. Like, all right, what would you do if a grown ass man walked up to you drinking one of those little barrel drinks?
I think just any juice. Like,
Nah,
I can't.
I won't go that far. I like juice.
Well, I don't mean like orange juice. I mean neon green and purple juice.
I don't even know if I'd draw the line there. Oh, barrels. That's what it is. Barrels. Oh, but Frodo. join the charge for Frodo. Oh, I've got the fitting shirt on, actually. The Gandalf. Capri Sun. Okay, I will say if I'm at a kid's birthday party, I'll drink a Capri Sun. So maybe I'm being hypocritical here.
Yeah, but I don't know. Something about the container matters.
Yeah, that little jug is kind of sus.
But I mean, Capri Sun though, like that teensy tiny little straw, like that's also kind of weird.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know about the Capri Suns.
Aaron Mack, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. Really appreciate your support. Thanks for supporting the channel. These teams, NGS, and most importantly, me. I appreciate your support. Number one GM, what's up, dude? You already know, Striker. You already know. We'll send you the brand of popsicles you need to buy, bro. I'm not buying popsicles. Like, I'm just not doing it. What's up, fam? What's up, Bear? Oh, cheers him. Cheers, Air. Nice, nice glass of what did I pour? I don't remember which bottle I grabbed. I don't remember what I'm drinking. See if I can taste.
I was gonna say, put the taste test.
Let's see. I've got. This is Buffalo Trace. Has to be Buffalo Trace.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, it has to be Buffalo Trace because it's not Jameson. It's not Basil Hayden's. It's not the Colonel one that I opened. What else do I have in there? I think those are the only 3 bottles I have. Yeah, it's gotta be Buffalo Trace.
I feel like JMO, you can definitely tell the difference.
Oh, nice. We're fucking ready finally. Yeah, Jameson, I can identify like smelling it across the room. I remember the Thick Boy Capri Suns they came out with way back. I don't remember a Thick Boy Capri Sun. It was like a 20-ounce pouch. No, I do not remember that. A little milk. You got some milk, Error?
Ugh.
I love milk. I drink a glass of milk
for me.
before bed every night. Oh, he's saying that for you?
Yeah, I'm
What?
lactose intolerant, so I cannot fuck with that.
Dude, that is terrible. That is terrible. I bet I drink a gallon and a half of milk a week at least.
Yeah, that's just disgusting. I didn't even like milk before I found out I was lactose intolerant.
Oh, wow. Did you develop it or were you at an early age?
I think I always had it, but I didn't know what it was until I grew up.
Yeah. Just that had adverse side effects.
Yeah, or maybe I grew and into it. I don't know, but now it's pretty rough.
Jameson, the 03 drink of choice. You're right. You're right. Now, them officers, they drink that, what's the whiskey that, Neo made popular? What is that? Blanton's. Officers drink Blanton's. Them old enlisted boys, as we see the drinking bird lock up the Lee Mean. Them old enlisted boys, we drink that cheap Jameson, $22 a bottle.
That's a really early Ming too. That's just them saying we don't care. We don't care what you take.
It is. We get the counter Vala and Diablo picks.
We got to see what
does love milk, indeed.
We got to see what they draft to protect the Vala though.
Yeah, got beefy Diablo. I'd say this is a good map for him. Has a lot of good walls to bang off of around the objective. Eat up a lot of those orbs. Because we know Drinking Bird's going to go full orb build, of course.
Orb glass cannon with Archon on 20. Can't wait.
To be fair, we lost to that the other day.
Yes, we did.
That was pretty troll.
But it was somebody that was scrimming Team Happy Cloud later that night. So
yeah. Shout out to Gers Moore. Another, I think Gers is a veteran caster as well. Rhaegar and Urael. This is very reminiscent of a prior draft where a lot of displacement was occurring, depriving the burst damage from Li Ming. So
I was gonna say the same thing. So we'll see if Brett and Drinking Bird can get on the same page.
yeah, that is the ultimate downfall playing Li Ming when you're trying to hit those big combinations. Is when your team says, "All right, let's just kind of bump them around a little bit, make this harder." So, want somebody to lock down a target. That's the real goal here.
They've been running quite a bit of Tyrael lately, so I wonder Tyrael with Judgment is their play. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is an interesting choice because a lot of one-shot targets now for Li Ming.
And I mean, even if you go Palm, it's I don't know if it's enough. You gotta have real good reactions. It kind of
Yep.
depends on what tank we pick on Team Happy Cloud here.
Lunara and ETC. Okay, well, more booping. At least Lunara will give you some potential slow. And some dive follow-up. Ooh, a Zarya pick. Interesting.
You kind of forced yourself into it when you picked the Karazim. He's not enough heals to keep that Vala safe. So you kind of had to play double support here.
Yeah. Rag and the Dutch is scary. Yeah. This Rag's gonna struggle, I think. Zarya's not gonna be able to keep him and Vala alive, so it's really a matter of focusing. I think they're just committing to the hyper carry Vala here.
I mean, that's the draft, right? Like that's what they wanted to go in with. It's just literally put every bit of resources you have on keeping Vala alive and let her carry the game.
Yeah, well, let's see. I will say right now, I do like I'm Not Trolling's draft a little better. I have no clue what the fuck is going on. My buddy Feeks never played this game before.
Their wave clear, I don't know. It's a little worse, but they've got Rag to make up for it.
All right, on the left side of the screen, we've got I'm Not Trolling. We've got Crimson Chin on the Zarya. Realistic on the Vala, Seer on the Diablo, Shot Down on the Ragnaros, and the only Navi on Karazim.
And for Team Happy Cloud in red, we've got R275 Delta on Rhaegar, Galaxy Quest on Lunara, Drinking Bird on Li Ming, Brett Michaels on Urel, and Fade playing the ETC.
All right, here we go. Game 1, best of 3 matchup, Nexus Division. Not a fan of ETC. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't like playing with an ETC.
I think he's one of the hardest tanks to be good with.
Yeah.
Because his most obvious combo of QW is actually kind of garbage. That was good there. He didn't press the W, and everybody was able to follow up.
Sorry, guys. I know some of you are in an ad break. Sucks to suck.
Your Twitch Prime sub may be available.
If it is, press it. If not, I wanted to run it before we got the match rolling and forgot to do it prior to draft because I didn't really get a heads up.
Everyone that you're talking to cannot hear us.
Couple can, maybe. Oh, you mean everyone that's mute right, in the ad break? Yeah.
Stuck in that break right now, can't hear.
True. So we got our traditional 4-man rotating mid-top. Offlaner's bot. Karazim starting that fortification camp here. I'm sure someone's going to rotate over to help out.
He is a blue level 1 Karazim.
Yeah. Take a look at those talents here at the bot. And you can see instead they're having to devote 2 heroes. Going for the gank on Ragnaros. Shot down is in trouble, and yeah, there's the bread and butter. Keep that Ragnaros out of the game. So easily gankable. That'll be our first death. The invade was a little late. The only Navi able to get that fortification camp and get to safety. Alright, welcome back everybody. You just missed Ragnaros getting ganked. Sorry for the advertisement.
Well, in some trouble.
And there's that early pick. We do have Creed of the Hunter, so that just reduced Vala's attack speed by 5%. Another 4 of those kills will reduce it by the entire gambled amount.
Yep, and that's not what you want to see this early in the game.
Saw some chick with a big ass on the ad break. Not bad. Sounds like a win. Hey, don't be hating on Meatball Rag. I think Meatball Rag is highly underrated. That's like one of my favorite builds to play.
Only an ARAM.
Nah, I run that shit. If I play Rag, there's a 90% chance I'm playing Meatball Rag.
I also just don't play Rag, so.
Dude, it is so fun, and you can get insane mage-style damage. And I think I would have played it here, too. I think you get a lot of value on this very close quarters point with Meatball Rag. Especially in the squishies like Drinking Birds, Li Ming just sitting back there. You know? With that final damage here. And Meatball Rag is trash. 1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me. Oh, and Lenar gets picked off top. Love that. Getting aggressive on the top lane with the Kerosene Pala. 7's online for Team Happy Cloud.
It's kind of crazy that they're holding the point down 7s.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having Mr. Beefy Diablo. Don't play Ragnan? Nah. Let me guess. You go E-build Ragnaros. Lame.
Is that his shield? Whatever his shield is, that's what I play.
And Ragnaros is in trouble once again. Does get the Zarya shield to be able to walk to safety.
I don't like all planers without CC.
Do have that healing beacon taken from the robot mid. Big advantage, and blue team said screw it, we'll fight into it. They're trying to get Vala stacked as high as possible. ETC slides in, Crimson Chin in trouble. Will be able to get that shield and walk away. And red team's gaining a little advantage here. Able to push them off, but they will go and tap and re-engage here shortly.
Every single token from both teams was dropped. Oh, Diablo's in trouble.
Yep, Diablo is in trouble. Does have the soul shield, and I think it just saved him. Maybe not. Brett's chasing, and Brett's going to get the kill. Good chase there by the ERL. Unfortunately, you don't want to stand around too much because you're just stacking Vala for nothing. Oh, R275 Delta came. Guess that was the plan.
It was a little early on the Molten Core, too. I would have liked to see them hold that.
Yeah. You can get mage damage and level advantage. It's not mutually exclusive. Very true, hating. Very true. I like it. I'm just saying. I would 1v1 Striker any day on Ragnaros. We should do that after stream.
On stream, are you crazy?
On stream. 10 advantage here. And yeah, Team Happy Cloud is starting to cook, boy. But R275 Delta's in trouble. Gets the Ancestral off. Will be able to save himself. All in a V8, a full combo there. Gonna walk away. And Brett Michaels is in there like swimwear. Has to back out.
He's still got ult, so he wasn't in any danger there.
But we do see Thornwood Vine, which I think is a good play here. You never want to be leaping into and over the enemy team with a Diablo on the other side. All it takes is for him to Q you backwards, and you're in a world of trouble. Getting aggressive with his level 10.
I think Leap in general is just a bait. I think Thornwood is better almost every game.
Diablo in trouble and will get picked off. Here comes the dance party. Vala's dead as well. So getting a quick 2 picks there. Fade said kiss my ass on the ETC hate.
So the general rule of thumb with Creed is you want at least 50 stacks per death.
Yeah.
And he's almost there. So it's not the end of the world, these early deaths, but definitely doesn't feel good.
Yeah, my general rule is don't die when I play Vala.
Yeah, well.
Or else you're just throwing if you're AA. Especially not this early. At 7 minutes, I do not want to have 2 deaths. Fade able to slide to safety. Looking a bit hairy for him. And here comes the engage. Fade able to slide to safety, but the lightning breath's going to finish him off. R275 Delta's in trouble as well. And they get a quick 2-pick there in favor of I'm Not Trolling.
Ancestral was up, but I guess at that moment, not really worth it.
Yeah, when you're looking at, what was it, a 23-second, 22-second cooldown? Or death timer?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world.
As opposed to, what's Ancestral? 80? Ooh, 100. Yeah, that's a long CD. There and winner go home mode. That is true. Both of these teams really need this game. Huge Q, Galaxy Quest in trouble. But it's gonna be able to just sidestep with 163 health, walk away.
It's kind of the downside with Avala as well. In those moments, they lack a little bit of burst damage. Vala needs to ramp up. If she doesn't have 10 hatred going into something like that, she's not as useful.
Indeed. And that's why it's so important that if you think a fight's coming on, start attacking those minions.
Hit walls, just
Whatever
attack
you can. Attack something. Very true, very true. Of course, the later we go into this game, I think the scarier Diablo gets. He has that healing beacon. Of course, once he gets his souls, he will be very tough to hit. But we see Li Ming taking the glass cannon, which is going to give her a nice power spike. 13's in for both teams. Where Michael's getting flipped over. And here comes the engage by Diablo. Drops that healing beacon. And the orb does miss just a little short. Team's poking away at the moment. And pretty neutral.
I am a little surprised to see 7-sided, to be honest.
Diablo just getting bullied up here and nobody there to help. Karazim sitting on the point. Now's going to come in and juice him back up. Fortunately had enough health to walk away. Now we've seen Team Happy Cloud taking over the objective here.
We've got 2 turrets to none, which can matter.
And this is where you don't want to be if you are I'm Not Trolling, is sitting back eating Li Ming combos over and over and over.
Yep, we've got CDR on 4, we've got Seeker Glass Cannon, so if you're just sitting there eating poke, you're going to be doing a lot of damage, and Karazim has a real hard time keeping up with that.
Yep. And so we do see the teams go tap, and now they're going to engage. Lunar is in trouble. Diablo dives in, uses his lightning breath. Ancestral is out of Lunar, but Fade is in trouble, is able to slide away. Brett Michaels coming in to peel for him, and they'll get the kill on Diablo. Looking for more, though. Let's get greedy, baby. Fade diving in, going to absorb some damage. Looking at the Ragnaros, and a huge mosh. 2-man. This will be a 3-man kill. Team Happy Cloud coming in with a vengeance. Can't believe you don't like Overwatch if you like this in FPS games. Yeah, there's a lot of Overwatch heroes in here. I find Overwatch a little too casual for me. I want a little bit more on the line. And yeah, the problem is I suck ass at ranked. And I go in and get farmed. So it makes me not enjoy it.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I don't know. I think it's one of those games that's been out so long and so many people are so good at it that I don't enjoy coming and trying to learn it. Kind of the same boat I'm in for Dota.
The MOBA aspects of Overwatch are a little bit overblown. You can kind of just treat it as an FPS and you'll be just fine.
Yeah. It's fine. Like, I've played a good bit of Overwatch. Like, I don't know. Maybe 300-400 hours, and I just never have the inclination to boot it up. You know, like when I get on the game, my like few hours each night, it's HOTS or Tarkov.
I mean, I have probably thousands of hours on Overwatch, but even I don't get the urge to play it that often.
Yeah, it's like I treat Overwatch as it's fun playing it with friends type game. Mm-hmm. You know, get on
You're
a
also
little bit.
a little careful here because we don't have Ardent Defender for 10 seconds.
16's in for both teams. We do have Fair fight. Didn't get a lot of value out of that Triglav protector. Still a little early.
It's a very weak objective.
Yeah, that's why I do not enjoy playing this map. Is you can win objective, fight over for 5 minutes, and then get a wall or something.
Funny, that's actually kind of why I do like it. Because I kind of hate the feeling of I'm winning everything on the map, I lose the objective, and then I just lose the game.
Yeah. Vala at 168 stacks. Is stacking nicely. What has she died? Twice now? No, 3 times. So a 15% reduction in attack speed.
We're closer to where we need to be.
And now we're just playing a lot of macro at the moment. I think if you're Team Happy Cloud, you want to make sure that this Ragnaros doesn't get too much value with that lava wave. Don't want to lose what level lead you have at the moment, which is a full level. We hate objective.
If you're going to dedicate this many resources into a hypercarry Vala and you're this far behind your opposing hypercarry, it's kind of a problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like Team Happy Cloud is kind of doing what they want, and I'm Not Trolling's having to play reactive. I mean, they're looking for a way to get back into this, but they're so scared of that ETC combo.
Mm-hmm. For good reason. Like, it's a good setup.
It is, but you know, oh, huge damage. 3/4 of Vala's health from one orb and Seeker combination there. And yeah, Team Happy Cloud is just gonna get this support camp for free. Uh-oh, ETC dives in. Diablo has to peel for him. He does get his souls. Like the aggressiveness by Fade. But I think if I'm Team Happy Cloud at this point, I wait on 20.
Yeah, you have to.
You
Throwing
got
a
level
fight
lead
right now is the only way that you let them back into this game.
Yeah, and we definitely see blue team looking for it. Ragnaros trying to keep up. I mean, they're really just letting him soak as best he can and looking for an engage. Here it comes onto the ETC. Fade's able to get out of there. R275 Delta goes in, gets a little bit of that damage soaked up, and they will walk away. All right, Michael's got some good push value bot. They were brawling, looking for a quick pick. And 20s will be in for this next objective.
Up here, I just don't feel like a Lava Wave Rag just gets what it does down in our divisions.
No, well, also I just don't know that this is the greatest map for Lava Wave, personally.
I feel like
Very
it's the only reason you
quick
take the hero, right?
It's a quick rotation.
Mm-hmm. I think he might have just missed the timing.
On catching that next wave, let's find out.
Yep.
Yep, he did. Sorry, barely able to escape that stun there. Treats to her fort. Diablo. Okay, I was gonna say, are we hard engaging down 20s, baby? They are not, though. Ancestral is used. That's pretty huge.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they got that out.
I mean, better to use it than not use it, but still,
And man, this Anar is playing with fire, and here comes the counter engage. Does get disrupted, but they're gonna get a kill on. Yes, never mind. ETC is gonna get picked off. Huge.
yeah,
Fight
they were holding
there.
that Zarya expulsion zone just for that.
Well, and Brett Michaels was bot, getting some value on that objective. So probably should have played that one a little safer. Are you Southern? What gave it away, hating? Yes, indeed. I am from Louisiana. So this next Triglav is going to go over to the I'm Not Trolling blue team. They will have to go respond to this top lane. It's getting a good bit of pressure.
Always up in 20 seconds, so you don't have to.
Do have the double lava wave at this point. Yeah, Burt Michaels is going to get some value here, though. Bird's going to go start working on this support camp. So getting some things done, and this is a key. When you can't really go in because your tank is dead, try to find some value in other parts of the map.
Oh no!
What happened?
We picked up the healing beacon and then immediately dropped it.
Oh, wow. Misclick?
It had to have been.
Oh, yeah, that hurts. Oh, and a huge combo directly hits Vala. Drinking Bird saying it's time, baby. Time to pop off.
We have Mosh in 10 seconds.
And they're looking for Diablo. Uses the lightning breath, and the Ancestral will have to be popped. Galaxy Quest is in trouble and will get killed by the lightning breath. Let's see if they can get another. Almost able to get enough damage on Drinking Bird. And now Sear's going to pay the price. Yes, here comes the dance party. But Drinking Bird's having to run away from the Triglav. Team turns to Peel.
I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they used the Triglav's shove ability, whatever, to push the Rhaegar who had the Ancestral out of the way so that they didn't get the second pop for the AoE. Ended up being pretty big.
Ooh, Fade barely missing that. The Seer is back, of course. Diablo had souls. And they're going to have to back away now. This trait is used by Ragnaros. Lunar's still down for another 15 seconds, so let's see if blue team gets aggressive here. Of course, Vala not yet joining the party.
I think THC was a little bit surprised by the long lightning breath. It's not the most popular talent.
Yeah.
And they all kind of stood in it for a bit longer than I think they would have if they noticed.
It is surprising how much value that talent gets at times. I think you're right. I think it's just a shock. Like, well, shit, this guy just queued into the middle of us and is gonna breathe fire at me. Surprised no spell shield from Rag here. Spell shield definitely could have got some value into the Li Ming.
He gets spell shield already from his level 4, I think.
Is that it? Gain a charge of spell armor, reducing damage, yeah. Flexibility by 50%. Good positioning here by Diablo. We'll get that cleanse, but man, Diablo's taking so much damage. Bearzine's coming in to help out, and we see the aggressive play by the Yrel. Unfortunately, Diablo's just going to be able to walk away. Oh, man.
Diablo with no skulls is very squishy.
And now Lunara, Ancestral gets perfectly timed, saves Lunara, and they get the kill on Diablo, and that's a full death on Diablo. Huge, huge play there by R275.
Mid fort is free. Bottom lane will get pushed up by Yrel. I would imagine they take this healing beacon and not immediately drop it this time.
Yeah, it feels bad because you're winning 12-5 on kills and just really struggling to push due to the Ragnaros. I mean,
that's the whole idea of the lava wave.
Yeah, it's just so much delay. Combine that with the, uh-oh. Getting aggressive there. Love that positioning by ETC.
Yeah, the power slide through a wall is something that people don't usually expect.
To see Li Ming trying to hit some one-shot combos from no man's land over here. I will say one thing I do want to see changed in these next engages is Galaxy Quest is playing a little forward for my liking, and paid the price for it a couple times and has gotten saved a couple times by the Rhaegar, but seems like a little bit better positioning could just avoid from having to use that.
Down on ETC. Waste of the 7-sided.
And let's see if they re-engage here.
Oh,
Fade's looking for the flank here. Yeah, let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
He's waiting out all of the interrupts.
Yep, Ancestral is used, and here's that lightning breath. Big orbs landing. Diablo's going to have to back out, and they will need to reset. do have 2 turrets for Team Happy Cloud right now. Ragnar is going to try to get a little value out of his trait at the moment.
Just burn down both the turrets pretty easily.
Yeah.
So we have Ardent Defender. We have Mosh still.
And look at Fade over
Don't
here
have
again.
Ancestral.
Oh, they're scoping him out. They're scoping him out. He might be in trouble here.
Ancestral.
Oh, and he's able to slide through the wall to safety. That's so annoying.
No bolting.
I will say I am very impressed so far by Fade's ETC. I think he has played it very, very well into this combo.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's a big interrupt down for Mosh.
Brett Michaels trying to get control of this objective. And, oh, unfortunately does not land. Realistic's picking off the back line, though, and this is trouble for them. Gonna have to turn and peel, and that's exactly what Uriel does. And this is where Vala gets really dangerous. Yeah, Brett Michaels is in trouble, does get picked off, and Vala's on the hunt. Gonna get 1 kill and 2 kills. Things are looking very dire for Team Happy Cloud. A lot of pressure down bottom here. Galaxy Quest has to be careful. 1 Diablo Q into that fort, or keep, and he's dead. Huge play by ETC. Get the kill on Diablo. Of course, he is bagged. Does have his souls.
Yeah, but a Diablo with no souls is not a Diablo, so that'll help them out quite a bit in this objective defense.
My cheeks are blushing. Yeah, it's fucking hot in here. My game room gets so hot. Plus, it's like 95 today, so my AC like struggles to keep up. But I appreciate it. So a 24-minute trig live. I'm gonna say this is probably GG with 2 dead.
Not dead for long.
Yeah, they will be back up in 5 seconds. Lot of poke by the Lunara and the Li Ming, but yeah, core shield's gone already. Game 1 looks like it's gonna go over to the side of I'm not trolling here. And GG definitely turned it around in this game. Team Happy Cloud, it felt like was in the driver's seat through like level 16. And
I mean, look at the structures, right? They only took down 1 lane.
yeah, that's the big problem there. It's not able to get much value when they did have the advantage. Part of that's the Ragnaros. The other part of that is, I'd say mediocre siege potential. You're really relying on Li Ming a lot. ETC's not going to do a lot. Uriel's not going to do a lot. So yeah, just not able to find those advantages when they had them. We'll take a look at all of our quick stats real quick.
And I mean, you can see they pumped a lot into that Vala, and Diablo was top damage. So you don't necessarily have to be the hyper carry, I guess, if you just win 1 late game team fight and end the game.
See, Li Ming with the huge damage line. Ragnaros almost doubling the next highest, being Lunara, of course. Huge XP advantage, which is the value you get your Ragnaros. The problem with this, I think you need to kill Ragnaros a little bit more. I feel like he kept them in this a lot. Yeah, the Diablo top DPS is pretty insane.
Yep, that's W build for you.
Yeah, that is pretty insane. We'll take a look at those talents. Take a picture of them if you want to see them in your game. And we'll get ready for our next map. Let's get some music going. Would you play Zarya or another healer? I think if
I
you're
like
gonna,
Zarya with Vala.
yeah, I think if you're gonna commit to a hyper carry, I think Zarya is better than another healer. I don't know what other healer I would play in that scenario. Anybody you think, Jay? Can't think of a healer I would take there
Yeah, I'm trying to think through the
over
roster.
Zarya.
I'm trying to think through the roster and see who would have made sense. I mean, like Oriole Medic both always combo nicely with Vala. I don't really love either of them in particular.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're going to commit
Yeah,
to it,
Lucio.
I think the draft was fine. Yeah,
The
we could have
problem
seen a Lucio there.
the problem is then that kind of means that you've got to be well. Yeah, I mean it could have worked. You're still a little damage light though. Zarya adds a lot more damage than another healer would.
Yeah. Well, and they were definitely trying to, later in the game, hold that Zarya ult for interrupts on the Mosh.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that played a part in that decision as well.
I mean, they had quite a few Mosh interrupts. Like Vala has one, Diablo has. Although, is he unstoppable for the full Q animation?
Is the unstoppable... Say that again?
Is Diablo unstoppable for his Q animation?
I don't think so. But I
Because then
don't
he
know.
can interrupt Mosh. But yeah,
Actually, no, I don't think he can interrupt Mosh with Q.
you've got Vala, then you've got the Zarya, and that's actually it.
Yeah, you got Reign of Vengeance, which is a risky one to step up on, obviously. Yeah. No, I think Zarya was the pick there, honestly. If for that draft strategy. Insane
like
damage by
Vala as
Diablo.
well.
Insane damage to that. Alrighty. Looks like we're going to Towers of Doom for our next match. So, any heroes you think you'll see banned that were played in game 1?
It's not the greatest Ragnaros map. And I honestly, I just don't think it was that big a deal. The Vala, kind of the same thing. They were having no problems getting to her early. Maybe a Diablo ban. I don't know enough
Yeah.
about these guys' pools to know what they would go to if they didn't have their picks.
My guess would be, if there's an adjustment, it would be Diablo and Li Ming.
Yeah. They never got to the Li Ming. Li Ming had no deaths.
Yeah. It was a very tank-heavy focus by both teams.
Mm-hmm.
As far as damage focus. Diablo, of course, able to absorb a lot of that damage, and ETC able to kind of take a little bit and just slide to safety. Got to add running, so that's good timing. All right, what would be our notes for map 1, Jay?
I mean, other than what happened. It was definitely a game where it felt like THC had control most of the game. And I think, I'm not trolling, just waited long enough for that one little mistake and for Vala to get enough scale to go forward. Like a level 20 Vala is a very, very scary thing.
Yeah. Right, and a couple notes down so that we can ask the teams in our post-game interview. Looks like our teams are sticking to their bans so far. See if that Diablo ban happens now. Of course, you could do it on the 3rd round of bans. I don't think we see... When was Diablo taken last game? Do you remember?
The second pick. Vala, Diablo, the second pick.
Well, there it is.
This is a good hammer map, so I'm not surprised to see them stick with that.
Yeah, Hammer's also just an annoying hero. But, you know, I'm a little surprised they banned Hammer knowing what we know. I guess that's just not part of the plan.
It's no secret that they play a lot of Chromie.
Yeah. Anduin getting immediately locked up. So, gonna be looking for something to use that light bomb combination on. And we see a Dahaka and a Junkrat. I really like Junkrat on this map. I think he's got so much stall potential. Yeah, and there's the Genji. Junkrat, very squishy and a easy target for that light bomb engage with Genji Anduin.
Yeah, he really wants to just sit still, and Genji Light Bomb can definitely punish that.
And there's another combination right there to target with the Sonya. Leap, I would suspect. Gives you a good balance into the Dahaka as well to keep up with that double soaking mid top, as we know this map is traditionally played. Got the Anubarak getting banned out. Another potential light bomb target. Alrighty. Let's see who I'm not trolling likes to wrap out their map with. Oh, that's a disgusting combination with the Garrosh Uther. I think we see taunt here, Garrosh.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a tough combination to play into. I think it also eliminates. Yeah, it took the Chromie off the table, which I'm sure they were thinking of playing. Instead, we're gonna go over to the Gul'dan, who I think gets a lot of value in the Garrosh. And the Tyrael. Good
Any
escape
long-range
tank.
mage just makes that walk towards the team super painful for the Garrosh. That's important to get. We'll see if he can kind of use the terrain, the bushes, all that to his advantage, though.
Yeah, Garrosh is gonna have to be surprised to get in and be effective. Not Tyrael's just gonna eat these.
Anytime you're ready.
And Uncle Jimmy. Interesting. All right, whose draft do you like more, Jay?
I think I prefer THC's slightly.
I think they have a easier comp to run. A lot of moving parts on the side of I'm Not Trolling.
Yeah, I mean the CC combinations can get pretty nasty for the side of I'm Not Trolling. A Dahaka Tongue can easily be followed up by a throw. An Uther Stun can be followed up by a throw. A Junkrat can boop, then you can throw, and you can root. So there's definitely a lot of possibilities if they're good on their coordination to really just chain stun these guys.
All right, game 2, this best of 3 matchup. On the left side of the screen, we have I'm Not Trolling. We've got Seer on Garrosh, Shot Down on the Dahaka, Crimson Chin on Uncle Jimmy, the only Navi on Uther, and Junkrat being played by Realistic.
And for the side of THC, fighting for their playoff hopes, we've got Fade playing Tyrael, Sonya played by Brett Michaels, Anduin by R275 Delta, Drinking Bird on the Gul'dan, and Galaxy Quest playing Genji.
All right, good luck to both teams. Let's see if they're going to bless us with a game 3.
I think it's likely. I think that Brett's got a good shot for the draft.
Oh,
But
and
here you go.
Fade
Talk about.
immediately eating that combination, takes 2/3 of his health bar, but able to chew right out of there, and Mr. Anduin's going to juice him back up. Any surprises build-wise?
I don't see many people play this Tyrael build anymore. Almost everybody is playing that Bruiser Globe Tyrael.
Yeah. I play this build still when I play Tyrael. I love the shield. I think it gets huge value.
This was his main tank build for years. I think
Yeah.
throw on 1 for Garrosh is a little bit less picked than the shield, but it's definitely helping them with their combo.
One surprise for me is the Junkrat level 1 tricky shuffles. Don't
Get a
see
little
that
move
played
speed.
very often.
Yeah, you get a little move speed and you get a little bit of bonus damage from your AAs while you're empty. I take the red level one. That's just my preference.
How dead is this game from scale of 0 to 10? 1. That's how dead it is.
Is one meaning almost dead, or
No, baby. One means alive, thriving. This game's community is thriving. DB Mezzi, welcome in, by the way. Nah, I think the general consensus is close to dead, as we see a good engage here on Fade, but he'll be able to walk away. But hey, we're still here, enjoying it, keeping the community alive. Got some great HOTS content, and hell, I love it. I play the game every day.
I'm here until they turn the servers off.
Baby, I'm riding it out. They're gonna have to cut me off like a heroin addict at this point.
I still play Brood War from time to time, so
I don't even know what that is.
Warcraft 1. Yeah, I don't give up on games easily.
But you should come back, check it out yourself, DB Mezzi. I would say in my opinion, the competitive scene here is completely keeping HOTS alive. If there was no competitive HOTS between NGS and the sister EU leagues and all the tournaments, and the game would be dead by now, completely.
Yeah, probably. What's interesting though is that there is a large contingent of casual players in this game. Like if you play ARAM, it's a 20-second queue, and everybody you queue with plays exclusively ARAM.
Uh-oh, Genji's in trouble. Great save there by the Anduin, and he's going to be able to walk away. But that pretty much eliminates their chance of securing this bottom altar. Meantime, we have Brett Michaels and Shot Down. Looks like they're just going to handshake it after a little engage back and forth. So
It'll be
a
interesting to
4-shot
see how much
advantage
how much Genji harasses this Dahaka. That's what I want to see.
From WoW, just looking for another Blizz dying game. Yeah. I thank Blizz for creating this game and despise them for not keeping it alive and thriving. But here we are, and you know, it's only dead when we all stop playing and supporting it, right? See those level 7s coming in for both teams. I really like the aggressive positioning by the blue team here. Going in, still in these camps, saying, if you guys want this, you're gonna have to walk in here and risk being tossed into our engage.
I'm a little surprised that they just like gave that up that easily. I mean, they knew Dahaka could dig at any moment. But I wouldn't have minded, like, they did end up forcing it, but I wouldn't have minded them just going in until Dahaka dug and then walking away.
Yeah, it's a scary combination, and honestly, red team scales a lot more in the long run. They're pretty much buying into these light bomb combinations to work for them. It's kind of like when you're playing in the garage here, they're kind of just accepting the fact that they're going to lose early and hopefully scale late. The 26 stacks so far on that Gul'dan Corruption build.
Yeah, that's an important quest to keep our eyes on.
Indeed. Genji, 20 of his 60 so far. Fade taking a lot of damage, but is going to be able to Q out of there. Galaxy Quest, dive in the back line. Going to get the kill on Junkrat. Heads up play there. Unfortunately, nobody's going to be here. Nope, they will not be able to delay Jimmy, and he's going to pay the price for it, but able to get the 4 shots.
And they're going to get bottom.
And bottom. Yeah, that feels bad. No, look at Anduin coming in. And now they get at least 1 kill here, right?
I think 2.
Oh.
Maybe 0.
Uther
that's
just
unfortunate.
barely to get away. 10s are online, though, for Team Happy Cloud. So I suspect we're going to see them starting to look for more hard engages.
Sonya holding for a second. Rat.
Wow. That's surprising. I mean, I guess with the Tyrael already.
Well, sanctification, not judgment.
Yeah, I don't know about that then.
We're going.
Seer in trouble. The X strike lands and they get off everything and unable to get the kill on Uther. And now Dahaka joins the fight. Tyrael's in trouble. Will get picked off. Trait value, baby.
Yeah, I mean, this turns you into a single source of CC, and it's just the Genji Light Bomb.
Yep.
I don't know. It's rough.
I fully expected, I fully expected to see Judgment leap. I mean, if nothing else, it's for just pure single target blow up. You will ensure a kill.
So, I mean, obviously these players are much better than me, but we'll get back to that in a second.
Here comes the engage. But, yeah, Uncle Jimmy's just going to be able to walk away thanks to Mr. Uther.
So, yeah, okay, so these guys are much better than me. That's how I'll preface this. But, sanctification, right? So the enemy team, blue team's idea is we're going to take you from wherever you're standing to several screens away between throw, drag, boop, all their stuff. Sanctification doesn't help against it, right? So, like, what are we sanctifying?
I don't know, but I'm going to guess Fade's going to show us here in a second.
We will see.
Here comes Dahaka in on the back line. Delta's pinging it. Danger, danger, danger. Sonya's going to have to slow rotate down. Let's see if they're able to delay here. Galaxy Quest will go in, be able to do so. Here comes the taunt, and Gul'dan's in trouble. The invulnerable is there, however. Be able to walk away. Unfortunately, they are going to lose the objective. Crimson Chin gets very low, and the tongue comes out. Sonya's going to get the kill onto Garage. Breaking Bird has finished that corruption quest. We will get an extra 3 strikes coming back into him there. Pretty huge talent.
That's a good timing. That's a good timing on that, too. That's one you want to kind of finish by 13-16 area. So to get it this early is real good. Let's see how much we can get done on this tower.
Garage just now back, so he's going to be joining the fray here very soon. 13 advantage in for red team.
Yeah, but we're really low on mana. We kind of need to back as a team here for red team.
Gul'dan said, nah, bro. I got my mana right here.
Mm-hmm. At the expense of Anduin's mana. This is an interesting bush camp here.
Yeah, good bush setup here once again. Genji is top. Genji and Sonya trying to get this camp, trying to get as much pressure up here on this top tower as they can. And Uncle Jimmy and Dahaka are going to go up here, try to peel a little bit, get these pumpkins down.
That's good by Fade to walk through there.
Yeah, I will say, as aggressive as blue team was early, kudos to red team. They have died once.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they need here.
Gotta get on the point here, though.
Here comes the Riptire. Fade is in trouble. We'll be able to get this point. Brett Michaels and Galaxy in on the back line, but Fade's so low, and they're going to get a kill onto the Sonya, just as I jinxed them. And they get a counter kill on the Dahaka, but Anduin gets booped in and is done for.
Yeah, he was isolation as well.
Oh, they really want the kill here. Pinging for it, unable to get it though. Uh-oh, Junkrat in trouble. Fade stops the chase here, and man, Gul'dan's getting some huge burst value.
A Garrosh at 1 HP is kind of where he wants to be, right? So it's very deceiving. You gotta be careful in this scenario because most heroes can just kind of poke, you know, at only the cost of mana, but every time a Gul'dan pokes, it's costing health.
Fade going in, try to stall out. The stun comes out on the Genji, but he'll be able to walk away. Garrosh just zoning out this team. The taunt is out. Able to get the 2-man taunt, but now he's in trouble. Seer barely able to get away. The X-Strike completely whiffs. Light Bomb is up.
Self-cleanse.
Oh, he used the cleanse. I didn't see that.
Rooted, yeah.
Huge Riptire value, but Fade was in there, and we'll get a little damage on that death, but I think this is going to seal it. Blue team should secure this objective.
You've got a little bit of poke. I don't know if you have 15 seconds worth of poke. Yeah, they're just giving it.
Good delay there. Noticeably, our tunnels are not up yet, so no quick access. Those will be up shortly, and yeah, blue team will be able to secure this next tower. Fear is used. I think trying to isolate the Dahaka to get a kill there. He's going to have to burrow topside with this huge wave, but we'll be able to clean it up very quickly. 16 is now in for blue team.
The amount of times this Gareth has walked away with corruption damage ticking on him is insane.
Yeah. Leap of Faith there to try to save the Tyrael. And this is a 5v4. Dahaka's already used it. They've got to engage here. I mean, you've got a 5v4. Oh, down 16s, though. Just so hesitant.
And the other problem is what's your engage.
Yeah.
You don't have leap. You don't have judgment.
Yep. X-Strike and Light Bomb were up, but just not wanting to take that pre-16 fight. That would have been a perfect time. I mean, hell, right now it's still a perfect time. Sonya's here. Yeah, they're calling for it. Here comes the engage. Sonya and Genji trying to come in on the flank. Dahaka's doing that camp. Of course, they don't know where he's at.
Burrow's coming up soon.
Looking for the perfect engage here. Trying to focus getting the camp first.
No sanctification.
And they're just going to be happy with the camp. Unfortunately, Dahaka did get that Sapper camp top. We'll get a little bit of pressure. Sonya's going to have to react to that. Think she cleans it up before the Sappers get in?
Yeah, she should have. She's got a lot of fury.
Here comes the engage. Looking at Jimmy and Junkrat. But Uther will be able to just let him walk away. Dahaka's now here. Sonya is top. 5v4 at the moment. Fade's in trouble. Gonna try to Q away. The isolation lands, and I think Fade's gonna be done for here. He will. Dahaka gets the pick.
You could get some good CDR here. A little bit.
Oh, and Goldon's in trouble. Looking at the...
Sonya is gonna get both top, though. So that's actually pretty big. THC, despite losing 2, go 2 for 1 on the towers there.
Fortunately, now they're going to lose bot. So, not a big gap here. Only about 8 shots. What do you want to see THC do differently later in this game? Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot.
I think we got to be more decisive. Like, a lot of these fights are kind of blue team just like standing in this bush next to their camp, and like both teams just staring at each other menacingly.
Huge kill there by Galaxy Quest. Yeah, it does feel a little hesitant. It feels like Team Happy Cloud is waiting for the perfect moment to engage.
And that's what makes this so hard with the lack of leap and lack of judgment. It's like you don't really have a good way to say like, okay, now here's the fight outside of just can you like.
Yeah.
They clear up these sappers without letting any through. As I say that one gets through.
Yeah. Bird trying to hit a big fear to push them into the shot damage. Sonya, in the meantime, is just saying, all right, guys, I'm just going to take all of these altars by myself.
I mean, that's the Wrath of the Berserker Sonya for you.
And I think that's just the idea there. Run it down, Sonya, baby. Fortunately, maybe a little overextended. We'll be able to walk around getting booped into the enemy team. So now blue team has to come in here and, I mean, really they don't have to. They could give, but you don't want to give that number of shots for free. They've got a good delay here with the Junkrat, I think.
I mean, and Jimmy and Dahaka are able to retake this top tower pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think they got the shot, though, THC? I think they got the shot from that tower.
Problem is walking through this short funnel right here, if Goldon's able to step up, unfortunately down 20s, so not able to. That's tough to walk into.
Yeah. This is going to be a fight here. I don't know if they can clear this in time. They have Sanctification. They have Holy Ground. You got a Holy Ground now.
And they're fighting it because the Haka's not here. Oh, and no way to go in on the light bomb.
I think that was just a misclick because every hero was standing on top of all the others.
Yeah. Does happen. The Haka able to clean these lanes up a little bit, trying to get that mid altar back. 20 is in for both teams now. 9 shots down in favor of I'm Not Trolling.
All right, so we have about 30 seconds before we have our ults back for THC. The important ults. I mean, there are really no important ults on I'm Not Trolling. I guess Taunt, that's back up now. Junkrat's up in 20 seconds.
We see Jimmy working on his sapper camp. Sonya is going to get hers on the top side. Oh, huge combination there on the fade. But he's going to be able to walk away.
We have Wrath up again, so she can, if left unattended, just take this tower very easily.
Yeah, the problem is you've got Genji and Sonya all the way top, and our next altar is all the way bottom 10 seconds from now. And Dahaka can just burrow down. And we've got this tower standing in the way, so I think this is just a give if you're Team Happy Cloud. Will they get the kill? They do! They get the kill on Junkrat. I think that's huge for them. Now they can take back this bottom tower, avoid these sappers being pushed in.
Yeah, we're actually looking at a 6th cap here, potentially. Sonya will take this very easily. You should be able to retake bottom, and then it will be down to just 1 tower for I'm Not Trolling.
Yeah, blue team desperately trying to hold on to this. I just don't know that they can.
If they die trying to hold on to this, they will get 6 capped. You gotta be careful here.
Yeah, and here comes Genji and Sonya. This is trouble, baby. This is trouble. This is exactly what Team Happy Cloud needed. And they do not see them. Dahaka will have Burrow to be able to join the fight.
Anduin very low on mana.
And here comes the engage. Huge light bomb on the back of the Genji looking for Uther. That they just can't quite get the kill. 100 health left, but they will get it onto Garage.
Here's the 6 cap.
Yeah, I don't even chase Dahaka.
This is why I love towers.
And that's the call there. Screw Dahaka, 6 cap them. Let's win the freaking game. Go 3, baby. Go 3! And there's our 6 cap.
We still have Sanctification. That's the only ult we have right now on Team THC.
And let's see. I think they're going to clutch it here. Nope. Jimmy gets top back. I didn't see him up there. But all they need to do is capture their altar here and they win. Oh, they're going to boss it before Garrosh gets back. They do have the Tyrael. And yeah, blue team has no idea this is going on right now.
Ooh, that was a really awkward poison puddle for...
And now the cap. Let's see if the Riptire is going to be able to delay.
Nope.
Oh, they actually... No, they don't. GG.
Nope, not quite yet.
Oh no, we need 8 more. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the top score. That's wrong. Ignore me.
Here. I mean, we still have 9 seconds of Sanctification.
Light bomb is used. Here comes the fear. They landed onto Uther, and Uther is dead. Very needed kill here. Let's not get too greedy. I had 8 and 2 backwards in my head.
Yeah, this one's coming down to the wire here.
Yes, it is. That was a huge kill, though, on the Uther there.
We have Wrath back in 30 seconds. I wouldn't hate Sonya after doing this camp to just quickly push out those other waves.
Rob Dog's like looking at the wrong score, bro. Yeah, that's my bad. Dyslexia acting up there. All right, so able to get that Hyperion value. Huge Hyperion value. I think they got like a fourth of the tower there. And huge boop there. The light bomb's gonna land though, and I think Junkrat's in trouble. He is. They get another staggered kill, and that is huge. We gotta be careful here. Let's not get thrown into the team.
Sappers here. All three make it through.
All right. Well, now we're playing with fire, but the Haka's topside.
On top. If they get both, that'll do it. But all they need to do is get one.
Uh-oh. That's, yeah. That's unfortunate. They are able to capture the altar, and that's going to be GG. That was close as it fucking gets, Jay.
Yeah, that's why I love that map.
hell of a game there. Oh, man. All right, let's take a look at these talents. All right, so they got the kill on... Yeah, it was one cap for the win because the Haka wasn't able to cap tap. They got the kill on Galaxy Quest, who was playing Genji there. And I guess they were fighting bot. Which tower got capped first? Was it mid or bot? It had to have been mid, right?
At the beginning of the game, at the end of the game?
At the end there.
Top.
The top tower. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was kind of splitting attention between the top one and the bottom one because we had Tyrael and the Haka fighting over the bottom one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty chaotic. That was just like everybody doing their darndest to win that game individually. Tahaka and Jimmy spent a lot of time kind of split pushing and like retaking things and cleaning things up. That was a razor's edge.
Yeah, mid. Yeah. Dutch, can you do less damage, please? Did get a lot of value out of the Gul'dan. Yeah, we'll take a look at the stat lines. Big one here. I think obviously you're not taking Uther for his huge healing potential, but that's quite a difference in heals there. 110,000 to 64. And Sonya got it off in mid in time. Yeah. Take a look at our good sort by columns. I think the Wrath pick really paid off for him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Push
that's
potential
why
wise.
Yeah, that's why they did it, right? We were asking why Sanctification, why Wrath, and we saw why Wrath. And Sanctification did have some really good moments as well. So
Yeah.
it shows why they are where they are, and I am where I am.
Right. 7 to 9 on kills. It felt like a much more, I guess, a much higher kill game than it was.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's get ready for our next match. So Team Happy Cloud does take game 2 in quite the back and forth fashion on the Spotify. Must have an update.
I'm going to pop into the lobby and then get a refill on my drink once we get a lobby.
All righty. Yeah, I'm going to go grab a drink as well. So I'll be right back.
He stole my idea.
All right, we're back.
Lobby's up.
Hell yeah. Where we going? Infernal Shrines.
Lines it is.
Had to get some sustenance. I mean, a good old Oreo and some beer.
Oreos and beer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one.
They go perfectly together.
I'm gonna go refill the whiskey cup.
Game 3, baby.
Yeah, I'm excited for 3.
Get that Game 3 hype going, baby. Play a little crossfade to get us hyped. Shining like the best. I hope you weren't back for that, Jay.
I was not, but I can hear it from my kitchen.
All right. Game 3, baby. Infernal Shrines. I think I hit it. I think I hit that note.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to hit. He can't even do it anymore.
Oh wait, we got to play this one by request of Drinking Bird. This one's for you.
Need to give him some pump up music. And you get to hit the button.
Oh man, I don't have the button set up on my new computer yet.
Oh no! Go next.
I could probably find it on Spotify and play it.
You'll just have to say it every time.
Right?
Baka!
So we do see the Hogger band instead of the Diablo this round.
I don't know if I've ever seen Brett play Hogger, so it makes sense.
I have. I've seen him play it, I think, once. I think they played it on, like, shrines. No, I'm not shrines. I'm sorry. Battlefield of Eternity.
Okay.
I want to say,
good there.
yeah, I want to say he played it once there. Oh, and Fade's gonna take the Diablo actually. So trying to counter Seer's Diablo pick by picking it up himself. Fade plays a really good Diablo. I think it's probably his strongest hero.
I've been liking him on the Tyrael lately, to be honest.
I love Tyrael. I think he plays it very well.
Well, what scares me about this early is that they just threw a Garrosh at you, and Garrosh is one of Diablo's biggest counters. They don't even give a shit though, and they just take the stitches.
Stitches and one. So potential kidnap combo with the light bomb on the tail end.
Yeah, it's a pretty common combo. Probably one we'll see quite a bit here.
I wish they would take Medivh.
I don't think you can take a Medivh game with your tournament life on the line.
Yeah, but it would be great. It'd be so much fun to watch. Good response by Team Happy Cloud picking up the Tychus.
If we find ourselves in a meaningless game, I will definitely be busting out the Medivh.
Oh, I don't play it first, baby. I love playing Medivh. He's fun, but he's troll at our elo in my opinion.
I mean, he just doesn't get any value if you're not coordinated. And how are you going to coordinate with 4 random silvers and golds?
Yeah. All right, so we see the Sonya band out. I think that's a good band. Junkrat as well. Two very solid bands. I Junkrat gets so much value here. So many choke points for his kit. Especially when he gets that spread volley. It's almost a free objective post 16.
Between that and having multiple traps, like you just can't walk onto a point. It's
Yeah.
really, really hard.
Yeah. So we see the Hanzo and the Dahaka. Here's the question. You think we're going to see Dragon Strike or Dragon Arrow? I think we see Dragon Strike here.
I would be disappointed if we did. I guess there's a lot of pretty narrow chokes here that it may get some value, but I don't know. I've just seen way too many whiffs. Although you see a lot of Dragon has arrows whiffs too, so I don't know. I just think an AoE stun, especially with follow up like tongue, hook, light bomb, there's just way too much CC potential to go the Dragon Pretzels.
We see the Chromie and the Malthiel coming out here. What do you think about the Malthiel pick?
I'm here to help.
Good into stitches. Matches up okay into a Dahaka. It's hard to tongue a Malthiel. Yeah, I think he gets good value, and he gets very good value on the point itself. I like the point fight of THC a lot better.
Do you see the Jaina pick coming in to get some solid blow up on the back of those gorges, which I suspect we're going to get. We could get a putrid bio, but I'm going to guess it's going to be gorge.
Yeah, I don't think you draft a Stitches Anduin to go bile.
Oh. All right. Let's see if I can. Oh man, I can't find one right now. Too quick. All right, let's get ready. Game 3, best of 3 matchup between our team on the. Come on, the button working. There we go. I'm Not Trolling and Team Happy Clouds. 1-1 right now on the left side of the screen. We've got I'm Not Trolling. We got Shot Down on the Dahaka, Crimson Chin on the Jaina, Seer on the Stitches, the only Navi playing Anduin, and Realistic playing Hanzo.
And a pause. While we pause, we have Malthiel played by Brett Michaels, Rhaegar played by R275 Delta, Chromie played by Drinking Bird, Tychus played by Galaxy Quest, and Fade on the Diablo. I don't know if that is visible to chat, but
It is. Well, someone's got the shits, so.
been there, buddy, been there.
I think no, we can't type to all because we're observers. Boo.
We can just type to each other.
Yeah. Cut a hole in the chair. Modern solutions for modern day problems. All right.
And away we go.
Alrighty. That's funny. So we see a Q build Hanzo.
Pretty common on this map, I feel like.
The instant hook. Alright. Well, I'm Not Trolling's winning this game. Land first hook, win the game.
It's not a Toronto Owl. It's Toronto. Jaina in some trouble.
Good engage there by Fade. Into the Jaina. Standing too close to that wall is just dangerous, baby.
It's a habit of 90% of Jaina players, myself included. We just, for some reason, walk way too far forward to blizzard that first wave.
And another pick. Team Happy Cloud coming in with a vengeance early.
No, this is how we started Volskaya, so let's make sure we keep it tight the rest of the game.
Very true. We'll get the prio on that early neutral siege camp. Gonna rip that one and then go to their own.
We have a time trap there, Evan. Brett with the rotation down here as well to kind of protect that in case there was an engage that happens as Titus gets hooked.
The E just a split second too late to follow up on the hook. And that combination is just going to be probably going to spell disaster for anybody it hits other than Diablo. The hook. Oh, and diving in on Anduin. Anduin's just flipped and controlled, and nothing Stitches can do except stand there and look stupid.
That hook just saved the camp for them. Diablo was 1 second away from charging into that and taking that from them.
11 stacks so far on the W build Chromie. 53 sold so far, so good little start there by Fade. They get the Prio Bruiser Camp top. Almost a full level lead, 2 minutes in. Team Happy Cloud in the driver's seat at the moment. Gonna try to keep that up. Oh, and Sears pinging for it. They're engaging here. Oh, Diablo's bot. That's the problem. And Stitches dies. Haka almost did.
We can get vision on this Hanzo. That Hanzo's very dead.
Yeah, Hanzo's in trouble. So 2 minutes and 44 seconds, and we've got 5 kills already.
I mean, if we're blue team here, we can't really. I don't know. That's a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, pre-10 Stitches, that's tough. And they're going to get another kill here to Haka. I don't think he gets away. Oh, Fade.
Grenade.
140. Must have had grenade on CD. Almost getting the kill there. Yeah, and the Diablo's just been an absolute menace so far.
I don't love...
Chromie in trouble, but we'll be able to walk away.
I don't love the Jaina handling the double stick here. Stitches gets killed again.
Chromie will finish that kill off. And Diablo has souls, so now he is just that much more scary.
Malfield was feigning joining for a second there, but decides against it.
Good peeling stun there by the Anduin. He just saved, I think, 2 of his teammates there. We have Loop online, so the early ultimate coming in for Chromie. Chromie gonna look to make a quick pick here before 10 when the Gorge comes online.
I mean, I guess this is just there's nothing else to do camp take right now, but this is gonna get absolutely no value.
Yeah, it'll help him stall out objective very minutely. Here comes the loop on the realistic. The W hits, but Diablo is actually going to cue Hanzo to safety. Unfortunate, I guess, communication there. I think Hanzo walks through those, at least that next W.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, it's hard.
Like,
the big animation on the ground, like it's just screams follow up here, and I think it's real hard to not.
That's for sure. Fate going in is going to get the overpower and the Q, but the save Seer. Oh, you pulled him into your own death. Yeah, that was an unfortunate hook there. Seven nothing so far. Good Brett Michaels snagging this camp bot, and top fort goes down with 2/3 of the health, and we've got a 2-level lead at the moment in favor of Team Happy Cloud.
Malfield can pretty safely just do this bottom one too, unless Hanzo and Dahaka both come to stop him. And that's exactly what happens.
And looking for the kill on Brett Michaels here. He's actually going to get his team to rotate down and help him out. Let's see if Fade gets the Q on the realistic. Looking for it, just not able to get in range there. We see ultimates in. We got Last Rites, Ancestral, Temporal Loop, Odin, and Lightning Breath.
Pretty standard across the board.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I was thinking about APOC, but actually I think I like Lightning Breath a little bit more here.
It's the more synergistic pick with W build.
Here comes the Gorge, but a good peel there by Fade, but the save, pulling the Tychus in. Ancestral's going to be a second too late to save him. And,
the good news is that
oh,
Ancestral didn't go
Delta?
off.
Delta? What? Delta? What? Why would we run that way?
I think he tried to juke and ended up juking.
Maybe
himself
just
to
trying
death.
to avoid the hook, I guess.
Yeah, because if you walk straight up into that little choke, like that's where the hook's about to go.
Yeah, I'm looking for the quick pick here on the Dahaka. Let's see if they get it. They will. Loop is out. And they will follow up with the last rites, getting the pick on Dahaka.
I wouldn't say they drafted for this, but a nice thing about having both loop and last rites is that you're not able to burrow and deal with both of them as Dahaka. So if you throw both, like one of them will get the kill.
That is true. So, blue team has closed the XP lead a little bit, and now that they have their 10s, we're just gonna see them looking for picks over and over. And the good thing about competitive HOTS, and especially at this level, is that a single pick could completely 180 these games.
Absolutely.
And this is a definite pick comp, and that's what they're going to be looking for. A good couple hook gorge combinations, and they could turn this around rather quickly.
I mean, they've got a lot of game-changing ultimates on that side between Dragon's Arrow, Light Bomb, Ring of Frost. All of those can single-handedly turn a game, and they have all three of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So they're definitely not out of this.
Stitch is looking for a little bit more length, aren't we all? He'll be getting that very shortly.
All he has to do is turn 13. Didn't work for me.
Oh boy, Malkier, what's up, Father Wallington? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I am here. I am here. Sorry we haven't been providing as much tremendous quality cast as Diablo is kidnapped. Brought on the enemy team. Here comes the light bomb, perfectly timed. The stun will follow up, and there's the ring. We do see the counter loop come in, and the double kill will come out onto the Anduin. Oh, and a great Q and follow up there by Diablo. That's a 3-piece spicy Galaxy Quest. Counter killed. Got a little too big for his britches there. Crimson Chin's in trouble. We'll be able to walk away.
So this is kind of the problem with those ults that we were just talking about a second ago. Ring of Frost, Dragon's Arrow, and Light Bomb a little bit less so. But both of those ults, after you use them, you're standing still. So Chromie loves that, right? Like that's exactly what Chromie wants.
Well, and especially in this tight gap right here. I mean, that's Chromie heaven. And they're trying to cluster everything together to get the single target blow up. Diablo with souls and lightning breath just stands there and takes everything they throw at him, and now his team has everything to counter throw.
Yeah, it's really hard to kill a full souls Diablo with Spell Shield with a Jaina Hanzo.
Indeed.
At least until 16.
And we got our buddy John Cena pounding away on realistic.
I don't know what the heck.
Oh, Dahaka. Guess maybe trying to get them to chase? I don't really know either. The red team gonna siege in that mid 4. John Cena is done for. Here comes the arrow.
Wow.
He's just gonna eat it, baby. I like that. I like it.
That
He says I'm unstoppable.
That was good. Good timing on the cleanse.
Indeed. I don't think that was planned. I just think it worked out.
It kind of looked planned, to be honest.
think
Like, what
so?
else are you what else are you cleansing in that moment? And like it was such.
I
an
thought he was trying to
intentional
cleanse the
walk
hook.
through it. Oh, maybe.
Yeah. How you been, Mal? I haven't talked to you since RCL days. Man, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Old RCL, baby. Here comes the hook. Kidnap, comp, seer. Able to get the kill. I think Odin was just wasted there.
He tried to unstoppable the light bomb to give Rhaegar enough time to go up to him and
Yeah,
do something. But it's not like an Anduin, right? Like he can't pull you out of trouble.
right. I think that was just a delay, if anything, using Ancestral. That you got two He would have got 2 ults down for the. I'm good, man. I'm good. Keeping it up with the NGS play. Playing with my boy Jay here on LTK We Hate Objective. Doing pretty good. Having a fun season. Try to keep it up tomorrow night. Hopefully we get a caster pick up our match tomorrow and the following night. Got back-to-back. 16s are in. Brett Michael's calling for the engage here, and yeah, blue team's just gonna retreat. Haka's not there. Of course, he has his global to come in, and Lex not too.
So well, I guess it makes sense on this map. So Hanzo was presented with a little bit of a weird choice here. Piercing the arrows is really important for the Q build, but Giant Slayer is really important for Diablo. He had to pick one, and he chose to go with the Pierce.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Snap picked it too, so it's not even like he was thinking about it. If that's me there, I spend a lot of time thinking about that.
Right. That's the difference between them and us too, right?
Yep.
I'm like, hey guys, do we want this or we want that? Like, let's
absolutely
talk about this for a minute.
I would have been thinking about that for at least 30 seconds.
So, full level advantage still for Team Happy Cloud. I'd like to see them get this mid fort, but they're just so scared to do so with the stitches.
Really important
there.
to get that mid fort as soon as we can, because that is the Punisher lane. So if you can get that directly on the keep wall, you get a lot more value.
Good
I mean, it's so
unstoppable there
low
by
that
Michaels.
you can kind of just take it whenever.
Yeah. I bet if they'd had Odin right there, they could have taken it.
Well, they've got it now.
They do. Yeah, probably the better play to save it. So we see Stitch's positioning here. Anduin's not quite there, and now he is. They're going to look for a hook gorge, bring him into the fort range. Let's see who they get. Time to go fishing, baby. And once again, Tychus. Wow, the unstoppable is perfectly timed there. Here comes the loop, though, on Crimson Chin. But a good save, frame perfect save there by the man. This Anduin play is just game changing right now. Galaxy Quest, however, is gonna get hooked and gorged once again, and yeah, he's done for. In the meantime, though, they're looking for a counter kill on Shotdown. He will have enough juice to avoid that last rice. Great hook there on Fade. Fade's in trouble, will not be able to escape. Quick 2 kills to Haka. Diablo is back, however.
One of the most important power spikes in the game is this Janus 16. It changes everything about how these fights go.
Oh man, yeah. Quick back and forth sequence there. Gonna spell a blue team Punisher in the mid lane, which is pretty healthy at the moment. Still have one of their towers there to defend.
Brett has been on points with these self-cleanses.
Looking for the kill here on the Dahaka. I think he already used his essence, so he's probably going to be dead here. We'll be able to avoid 1, but not 2. Wait, they leave him. Oh, no. Okay. The Q does land. Finish off the kill. I thought Dahaka was going to escape there for a second.
It certainly looked scary.
The team kind of just like walked away other than Chromie and Stitches. I mean, Diablo. And we got our frozen John Cena. Gonna wail on this mid fort here.
It is really hard to play both Malthael.
Here comes the arrow. Does land, but the Q was already out by Stitches, and they're gonna look for the engage. Unstoppables have to be popped left and right. 20s are in, and the W's gonna land. Jaina gets picked off.
That's really big. What I was saying before all that popped off is it's really hard to play Diablo and Malthael into this Jaina 16. So to have her out of the fight is kind of your go card. You can be extremely aggressive right now.
Oh man, huge double loop. And they're gonna get another kill here on the Hanzo.
I don't know if Red can end the game here, maybe.
I don't think they end.
They'll get the keep.
I think they get keep for sure. They get a kill here. Eat a couple tower shots with the time trap. I think it eats a total of 4.
Well, for some reason, Tychus ended up grabbing aggro. I guess he threw a grenade or something.
Yeah, probably so. And red team's gonna look here. They do have a camp with them, but Jaina's back now. Here comes the light bomb. The loop is out. A good save there by the Anduin. Ring of Frost is out, but this health is going down very quickly, and that's a core call. Team Happy Cloud's gonna pull it off with a reverse 2-1. GG's. Very dominant game 3. As close as those first 2 maps were, game 3 was felt very one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, they had the early game lead the whole time. Jaina 16 made it a little bit scary with all those routes, but they ended up just getting the opportune picks at the right time. But that also just goes to show you that whole sequence started with a Punisher against them, right? They didn't
Yeah.
even bother to clear the Punisher.
Yeah, they just left it, got their 20s and pushed. Got 3 kills and said, all right, baby, it's time to go core.
Just a super decisive call and one that worked out for them.
Take a look at those stats and stick around. We will be doing a post-game interview if the winning team is interested, which is THC. I think they will be. So we will get them in here shortly. I'm writing a couple notes real quick. All right. Got a couple notes down. Get you guys take a look at those talents. And if the teams want to join us, Jay, let's hop over into Lobby 2.
I'll meet you there.
And yes. Welcome, welcome in. Looks like we're going to be joined by R275 Delta.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We are doing lovely.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Awesome,
First
awesome.
win of the season.
Well, it was quite stylistic there coming back from the game 1 loss. Fun 3-game series.
Yeah, all 3 were close. I mean, we had what, 2 shots remaining on towers, double
Yeah.
cap. That one was a really exciting finish. Yeah, no, I'm glad the 3rd one wasn't quite that intense
Yeah,
because I didn't have much left after games 1 and 2.
Yeah, a little bit of sweaty palms going into the game 3, but it felt like you guys were playing with a lot of confidence in game 3. Maybe coming off the back of that win in game 2, but yeah, games 1 and 2 were really really close. It felt like at any point they could go either way. So let's talk through those just briefly because it's past my bedtime. But game 1, Volskaya, the one game you dropped, the man, I'll say, in my opinion, I think the biggest struggle was the Diablo. Did it feel like that was the struggle y'all were playing into there?
Yeah, absolutely. We just didn't have the damage profile to kill him, and so like the thought was to fight past. But honestly, even if you win a team fight against that comp, the tools they have, the Ragnaros, they could just stall out forever. Vala would just eat up the objective, even if you got into it. So it was rough.
Yeah, and I guess that's part of the equation there is the Ragnaros because as we know the objective's not great on the map. It's really hard to push and end late game and especially into the Ragnaros. It just felt like they had a forever stall.
Yes.
With their comp and I guess looking back at it, is there any way you would have reacted to their or is there any way you think you could have reacted better to their draft?
Yeah, I think we could have potentially looked to do something that could have threatened the Diablo. I don't think we were expecting that level of stall and that level of just asymmetry in terms of like we win the objective and do nothing, they win the objective and win the game. So I think just having something that could threaten the front line was kind of essential there.
Yeah. Well, game 2. Sorry, Jay. Did you have anything to add to
Yeah,
game
no,
1?
I mean, I was just gonna kind of ask about that early game with the Vala and all that. Like, you guys started that one really strong, kind of similar to how the beginning of game 3 went. Was it a conscious effort of just like, all right, we kill Vala a couple times, get a little bit of those gambit stacks taken away, or was it more just kind of paying attention to the map and just making sure we don't lose?
We were definitely going after Bala, definitely trying to get the stacks, definitely trying to snowball early because we knew their comp would win late.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, for
I
sure,
mean,
and
late
it was
game Bala is
successful.
really difficult.
It
Yep,
was like
they did their
3.
job. I mean, it's kind of classic Volskaya, right? The map just goes on forever, and so
That's what I
doesn't
was talking
matter
about. I
what you
hate
do in
that
the
map. Yeah.
Same.
I like it more now, but yeah, it definitely is one that can drag on for pretty late.
Yeah. Well, map 2, we went to Towers of Doom. You guys turned that one back around. I want to talk a little bit about your draft and your talents too, because me and Jay, obviously in a much lower division, so don't take this as us questioning your picks. Although we were questioning them amongst ourselves during the game. Could you explain the idea behind your draft and then your heroics in, I guess, specifically Tyrael and Sonya? With the light bomb.
Yeah. So I mean, our plan was to use Light Bomb as a Genji engage, so it wasn't really looking to follow up on. I think, well, a couple things. One was um the stitches. I mean, the Tyrael heroic is just kind of the standard, right? You go Sanct, just have that extra level of protection for your team, and that way we could. Sorry, in the middle of an ARAM.
The old cooldown
Um,
ARAM.
Okay, a little cooldown ARAM. Yeah, it was that's just kind of standard. Have dive, have protection for the team.
Did you think about
Can go
taking
up and kind of
Judgment?
counter their engage. Yeah, we talked about it, like going the full meme judgment leap and just have
Yeah.
everybody dive on the same target.
Yeah.
But also, we're playing into Uther, right? Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's not like all he has to do is press R, and that's 3 heroics down
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we
on
definitely
our
saw
side.
it play out. I mean, me and Jay were talking about it, and we fully expected to at least see one of the leap or judgment, and then when we saw Wrath and Saint instead, we started to wonder like how the engage was going to work out. But it seems
Yeah,
like
the wrath was
she shifted to a poke, more of a poke comp
and
with the
kind of a split
Gladon.
push that yeah, they have the Dahaka global, but Dahaka burrows in and there goes the entire fort for
Yeah.
Mhm.
their team. So it's kind of play to play to our strengths and not theirs.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it because we did. We saw you guys get value with the Sonya, with the Wrath, and Genji was rotating routinely up, able to really push, especially late game. Late game, we saw the value out of the Sonya pick and the Genji obvious rotations, turning those towers in your favor. At one point, even getting a 6 cap. Um, but yeah, I thought it was very interesting on the talent choices there. Obviously, worked and paid off. But just that was something that me and Jay were talking about. Really wanted to ask that. Jay, you got anything else on the game too?
No, I mean more of the same, right? Like thinking just about Tyrael specifically, like with their team so focused on displacing one person with multiple CCs, sanctification didn't feel like it would really save anybody. And no faster than I got that out of my mouth did he
Yeah,
get like a
it was
huge
like
3-man
30
strike.
seconds later.
Yeah, so like it definitely ended up paying off, and you guys made the right choices for what you were trying to do. So it worked out for you.
Yeah. And then game 3, we had Shrines, and we saw how that ended up. Just very dominant performance. I thought the Diablo play was fantastic, um, very deadly, playing into a really uh, a scary comp with the
It's a
stitches
scary
and
comp.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I think obviously knew what they were trying to do, and I think the
hmm
key to that was just getting some structures down early
yeah,
because we were able to take top port pretty early on with the first objective. We were able to take bot a little later, at least get it down to low health. And that just means that like the distance to safety isn't that far, right? Like they have time to um, basically run after them if the sorry.
If the ward
if
We
gets
the
have
out.
time to
combination
like run
hits.
to safety if or kind of run after them if they do their whole combo and maybe catch up to them, maybe turn the fight. Whereas if we get hooked behind walls and it's just nothing we can. There's really no counterplay.
Yeah, and that's a good
Yeah,
way to
you guys
put
did a
it.
great job of that.
Yeah, getting those walls down early is crucial because they hit their combination a number of times, and we saw some really I think frame perfect cleanses and heals that were just huge, and it's always cool to see those.
There was
those
that one cleanse
Okay,
mid
so
the.
I said that was intentional last inning.
Was it?
What was it?
Oh, it was definitely
The-
intentional.
It
Like it
was.
was.
I thought you were trying to cleanse the hook, or was it
I
cleansing
was
the
trying to
arrow?
cleanse the hook, and then he saw the arrow come through, and
And
he's
then
like,
walked
"Guess I'll
into
eat
it.
this too." It's a
Yeah, that was
half
great.
second cleanse. I
Yeah, that
can't
was
believe he got the arrow
beautiful.
too.
Yeah, Jay. I was like, there is no way he timed that fucking arrow like that. That would have been the heal of a you. That would have been a heal of the century. Like,
Yeah, that was impressive.
I think I'm just gonna retire now. That was definitely a high point.
Yeah, that was awesome. And it's great to see those little impact plays like that. I know they seem small, but as we all know in competitive scene, those small plays add up and make such a huge difference. So little one split second moments can make such a big impact in these games, and I think we saw that across multiple of these games. I think the healing on both sides tonight was just fantastic. Both healers really brought a lot to the table, and that's Jay, that's a big thing that I see a huge difference in at the higher levels is healers making a huge impact in games where I don't know, it feels like to me in Argulo it doesn't happen as often.
It's really hard, and I think because all the healers that are capable of doing that just climb, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you are where you are.
Yeah, shout out to our healers out there. We love you guys.
Yeah, they did really well. The number of times like we thought we had a kill and they just turned it. I have nothing but respect for my fellow healers and what they pull off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That
Awesome
Garrosh
3-game
walked away.
series.
Yeah, that Garrosh walked away with like less than 1
Yeah.
HP
Yeah,
times. in
multiple
hours.
times. Yeah, awesome game. Won't hold you up. Let you finish your ARAM. Before we head out of here, do you want to give any shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs to the entire team. Everybody played really well tonight. I think, playing for this long and keeping up the mental, the fact that they're so focused and keeping it together is just kind of a testament to their, mental fortitude. And I thank all of them for playing with me this season.
Yeah, you guys look great and good
And
luck.
yeah, that's really much. Yeah, thank you guys for casting so much. I can't wait to go back and watch the VOD and not pretend it didn't happen this time.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night. Congratulations.
All
Tell
right,
the team
thanks.
we said
You
hello.
do.
See you,
All
bye.
right.
Will
Later.
do. Bye.
All right, Jay, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Anything you got to say on your way out?
Not really, other than let's get a domination tomorrow night.
Hell yeah. I like that. All right, man. Thanks for joining us, and see you tomorrow.
Always. Talk soon.
All right. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Am I Cajun? No, I'm actually from North Louisiana. If I was Cajun, my accent would be way different. Trust me. There's a big distinction in North and South Louisiana. But yeah, some people would call it Cajun or Kuna. It'd be more Kunas, is the technical term. But yeah, anyways, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Had a great 3-game series. Shout out to Team Happy Cloud. They played phenomenal. Shout out to everybody in chat who hung out tonight. All the comments, all the love, the follows, the subs. Really appreciate it. Keep coming out. Keep supporting these teams and these players in this HOTS community. That way we can keep this game that we all love, enjoy playing, enjoy watching alive. Team put in a lot of hard work, a lot of effort in getting ready for these matchups, practices, scrims, off-season planning, draft strategy, scouting. We all know what goes into it. And yeah, it's awesome for them to have a crowd come out, support them playing, doing what they enjoy doing. So I thank you all for joining us tonight. And yeah, until next time, my name's Last Malkier. If you hadn't followed, smash that follow button on your way out and make sure you're entered for our next giveaway. We do some pretty routine giveaways. And yeah, I will see you all in the Nexus. Have a good night.